Hello and welcome back to English class. So, the poem The Voice of the Rain by Walt Whitman writes of a conversation he once had with rain. It happened when the raindrops gently from the heavens. The poet asked the rain, "Who are you?" And strangely, the rain replies, "I am the poem of the earth." Moreover, the rain said it was born in the form of invisible and intangible vapors. This vapor rises eternally from the deep water bodies and earth's land. After that, it reaches heaven, the sky, and changes its look to form clouds that can change shapes. Still, it remains the same as its core. Then again it returns to earth as little droplets that wash away with dust and restore the drought-ridden dry land. Due to its action, new plants find a life which otherwise remained hidden and unborn inside the land as mere seeds. Hence, this perpetual cyclic means what? Perpetual means what? Ever, never ending cyclic lifestyle ensures that the rain returns to its origin. It gives life to earth, making it pure and beautiful. So, after hearing the rain story, the poet realized that its life resembles that of any song, and the song birthplace is the poet's heart. When the song is complete, it wanders, means what? Pass on from one place to another. As it travels, it may change or remain the same. But one day it returns to the poet with all due love of the listeners. However, the poem is written from the point of view of someone who asked the rain who it was. And the rains answer him, "I am the song of the earth," and it continues to tell how it comes from the earth, only to return once again to wash it and nourish it. That it were not the it not were not for the rain, the seeds would remain seeds and we won't get any flowers from them. Also, if the rain hasn't returned, then the seeds would remain seeds and not flower into the full potential and giving back life to its origin. Afterwards, the poem turns into a story which tells a song. The song tells the story of rain, its birthplace, wandering, wrecked or unchecked, duly with love returns. It means that songs come from the soul after they have been heard and thought, good or bad, written with love. When the rain rises and falls, the poem also do the same. Like songs and other forms of beauty from the soul, besides the rain is like a song that originates from its birthplace, that is the heart of the poet. Moreover, it travels everywhere around the globe and returns back to the poet in the form of praise. However, whether it is ruined or not, and it returns back with lots of love for its birthplace. So, the conclusion of this poem, The Voice of the Rain. Through the voice of the rain, the writer wants to portray the life of rain and how it is like a song. Here, the voice of the rain, the conclusion we can conclude that the writer wants to portray the life of rain and how it is like a song. So now let's go through the poetic device of this lesson. Sorry, this poem. So here, poetic devices are used then the first poetic device used in this first stanza, that personification. It is used in the first stanza, personification. Rain is personified in the whole poem. The rain talks to the poet like a human. The title itself is what? The poem, also the voice of the rain is personification. Here, the name of the poem itself is a personification. Why? Because rain is personified in the whole poem and the rain talks to the poet like a human. Here are some dialogues by the rain. I am the poem of the earth. I descend to lay the drops, atoms, dust layer of the globe. I give back life to my own origin and make pure and beautify it, etc. These are the words are used. The poetic device or the of this poem is what? That personification. The name of the poem itself is personification, because the voice, the rain, has given the human quality. This not the poem, the name of the poem is not like the sound of the rain. Actually it comes the sound of the rain, but the voice is given, the word voice is the human quality has given to the rain. So name of the poem itself is personification, and it is personified in the whole poem, and the rain talks to the poet like a human. Here some dialogues by the rain, like what? I am the poem of earth. I descend to lay the drops, atoms, dust layers of the globe. I give back life to my own origin and make pure and beautify it, etc. The second one is metaphor. So the poet uses lots of metaphors in the poem. Example, I am the poem of the earth, the voice of the rain, etc. So metaphor means what? It is a indirectly, when we do the indirect comparison, that is called what? The metaphor. So here a lot of metaphors are used in this poem. First one is like the etc. So many are there, like the I am the poem of the earth, the voice of the rain, etc. Alliteration means what? The repeated consonant letters. So your S is repeated, said to the soft falling shower. S, said S, then soft S, and shower S. So S is a consonant, and repeated consonants are in the poem in the line, that is alliteration. And the second one is whence, vaguely, formed, etc. Pronunciation W is the word pronunciation W comes. So syllable whence, vaguely, W sound is there. So here va sound is there. So that is va is what? Consonant. So whence, vaguely, formed, etc. So V, W, whence, vaguely, that is also alliteration. Then now let's go back to the, now we will discuss the question answers of this poem, the voice of the rain, which is given in your textbook. So here The first question, let me repeat the poetic device once more. Personification. The poet used a non-living thing as a living thing in the poem. And I am the poem of earth, said the voice of the rain. Metaphor and indirect comparison between the qualities of different things, like I am the poem of earth, rain is being compared to a poem. Hyperbole means what? Exaggerated statement, overstatement. Hyperbole is a poetic device, means a figure of speech. Hyperbole is what? Exaggerated statements, which means overstatement. So your bottomless sea, that line, that these words are what? Hyperbole. And imaginary means what? Visual description of something. If you can visualize anything, that is called the figure of speeches or poetic device is imagery is what? Here it is called soft falling shower. We can imagine, we can visualize these things in our mind. Such words are called what? Imagery. So let's go through the once again I say the poetic device. Personification are used in this. The name of the title itself is a personification. And I am the poem of the earth, and said the voice of the rain. And metaphor means what? Indirect comparison between the qualities of different things, like I am the poem of earth, rain is being compared to a poem. And hyperbole means what? Exaggerated statements, means bottomless sea. Imagery means visual description of something, that is soft falling shower. So go through the question answers. The first question is that, so your oxymoron is also used here, the figure of speech in which apparently contradictory terms appear in conjunction, like day and night. So figure oxymoron is also used in this lesson. That is what? Oxymoron is what? A figure of speech which apparently means what? Apparently means what? Clearly contradictory terms appear in conjunction. Like conjunction is what? It is there, the parts of speech joining words are called what? Conjunction. So day and night, and dragged and undragged. These two words are what? Oxymoron. Paradox means a seemingly absurd or contradictory statement which, when investigated, may prove to be well founded or true. Like I give back life to my own origin, means what? It is seems something absurd. Absurd means what? Foolish. Contradictory statement which is given in this poem, that is what? I give back, which is not real, which it is unreal. That type of sentence is called what? Paradox. Here that is I give back life to my own origin. So here let's discuss the question answers. The first question goes here. There are two voices in the poem. Who do they belong to? Which lines indicate this? So I repeat the first question. There are two voices in the poem. Who do they belong to? Which lines indicate this? Answer. Two voices in the poem are the voice of the rain and the voice of the poet. The lines which indicate the voice of the rain are, I am the poem of earth, said the voice of the rain. And the lines which indicate the voice of the poet are, and who art thou, said to the soft falling shower. The second question, what does the phrase strange to tell mean? I repeat the question, what does the phrase strange to tell mean? Means the phrase strange to tell means that it was strange for the soft falling rain to reply to the poet's question. When the poet asked the rain, who art thou? The rain replied, I am the poem of the earth. Now the third question, there is parallel drawn between the rain and music. Which words indicate this? Explain the similarity between the two. I repeat the question once again. There is a parallel drawn between rain and music, which we have seen in the poem. Which words indicate this? Explain the similarity between the two. Answer. The lines for the song issuing from its birthplace after fulfillment, wandering, wrecked or unwrecked, duly with love returns, draws a parallel between rain and music. Here, the poet compares the life cycle of the rain and the song, as the song originated from the heart of the singer, wanders to the world, whether liked or not, comes back to his original place in the end with lots of love. Similarly, the rain that originates from earth, means what? From the birthplace, fulfills its duty to beautify and purify the earth and wanders and comes back with love for its creator. Now the fourth question. How is the cyclic movement of rain brought out in the poem? Compare it with what you have learnt in science. Answer. In the poem, the water rises from the land and the bottomless sea in the form of vapor. It then changes its form, transfers itself into clouds. It comes down to the earth in the form of rain to wash, draft, provide water, give life to unborn and latent seeds inside the earth. The rain purifies and beautifies the earth. In science, the water is evaporated in the form of water vapor, condenses in the sky to form clouds, and then rains down in the form of water into rivers, streams, ground and ocean, etc. In the poem, the rain describes its eternal journey itself. Now the fifth question. Why are the two lines put within brackets? I repeat, why are the two lines put within brackets? Answer. The last two lines are put within the bracket because they are the observation made by the poet and his thoughts. He made a similarity between the rain and the music. Now the next question. List the pairs of opposite found in the poem. List the pairs of opposite found in the poem. That are the, we can say that it is like oxymorons are there, which is opposite pairs are found. Day, night, wrecked, unwrecked, rise, descent. Now, notice the following sentence pattern. First question. And who art thou, said to the soft falling shower. Second. I am the poem of the earth, said the voice of the rain. Third. Eternal I rise. Fourth. For song duly with love returns. So you have to rewrite these above sentence in prose. It is given in a poetry way and you have to poetic way and you have to write in the literally sentences. So in prose means what? Literally sentences. So first one about the question is, and who art thou, said I to the soft falling shower. Answer, you can write, I asked the soft falling shower about its identity. So second question, I am the poem of earth, said the voice of the rain. So answer, the voice of the rain presented herself as the poem of earth. Now third, eternal I rise. Answer, the voice of the rain presented herself as the poem of earth. Third one, fourth one, for song duly with love returns. Answer, the poet says that rain and music are similar to the song originates from the heart of the singer. It travels across the and fulfills its purpose. It comes back with all the love for the singer. So these are the question answers which is we can come in the examination. We have discussed that. So let's this poem, we started this poem. The first stanza, it says that the poet asked the soft falling shower, who are you? To which she replies that she is the poem of the earth, and it is a strange thing for the rain to reply to the poet. The rain told the poet that she cannot be touched as she rises in the form of water, vapor in the sky from the land and the bottomless sea. It changes shape, yet it remains the same. The vapor changes its cloud due to condensation. It falls back on the surface of the earth to provide water to the drought-prone areas and to beautify and purify the earth, its birthplace. It provides life to the seeds inside the earth and helps them grow. The rain doesn't care if anyone bothers about her deeds or not. She completes her work and comes back home. The poet also compares the rain with a song as both share a common journey. The song originates from the heart of the singer. The travels across to fulfill the aim and comes back with the due love for the singer. That means it is originator. So in the first stanza we have seen that the poet asks the hard words of this. The first stanza is who art thou means what? Who are you? Eternal means never ending. Infallible means what? Which cannot be described. So in this, the first stanza, it describes that the poet asks the soft falling shower, who are you? To which the rain replied in a strange to stage manner. The rain said that it was the poem of the earth, and it rose continuously from the land and bottomless ocean in the form of vapors. Now we are moving to the second stanza. The hard words are given there. That whence means where. W-H-E-N-C-E means whence means where. Vaguely means what? Not clearly. Descent means come down. Lave means wash or bathe. Atoms means small particles. Latent means what? Hidden or buried. So here in this stanza, second stanza, I say that the rain tells the poet that it rises upwards towards the sky in the form of vapor, where it changes its form, condenses into water droplets. It also says that although its form gets changed, it still remains the same. The rain comes down to wash the drought and provide water. It also washes away the dust and small particles from the earth's surface. And the seeds inside the earth grow into a plant because of the water provided by the rain. It gives life to the seeds. So here the third stanza, the last stanza, the wrecked or unwrecked means whether cared for or not cared for. It doesn't affect the rain or nor the poet if someone listens to the rain or not. So here the rain says that by day and night it provides life, care, and enrichment and water to the place from where it originated. The rain keeps enhancing the beauty and purity of the earth by preparing a life cycle for itself again. The rain is like a song that originates from its birthplace, just like the heart of the singer, and travels to fulfill the earth's needs and wonders. It finally comes back to the place where it originated. Whether it is ruined or not, it returns to the original position with lots of love to the to its birthplace. So the poetic device, we have seen that personification, that is the first one. The poet personification means the poet used a non-living thing as a living thing in the poet. That is, I am the poem of the earth, said the voice of the rain. Metaphor and indirect comparison between the qualities of different things. I am the poem of the earth. The rain is being compared to a poem. Hyperbole means what? Exaggerated statements. Bottomless sea. Imagery means visual description of something falling shower. So this this is the this the summary of the each answer summary of this lesson, and let's see the extra questions which can be come from the from for the examination. That is short questions are there. The first question: the poem begins in a very conversational tone. Who are the two participants? What is the advantage of this method? Answer: you can write two participants are the poet and the rain. The poet makes the rain relate its own story. The direct presentation makes the narration more authentic, interesting and captivating. Second extra questions given, you can come in your examination item. Behind the apparent simplicity, the poem hides a deep meaning. What exactly does the poem convey to the reader? Answer: the poem is not merely a description of life cycle of rain. It has deeper meaning, and the rain is the poem or the thing of beauty of the earth, so is song or music. The comparison between rain and music and their function, making the earth pure and beautiful, conveys the eternal role of natural phenomenon and art in real life. So question number 3. What does the rain justify its claim? I am the poem of the earth. Here the rain narrates the journey of its life from the birth to return to origin in a mythological terms. The facts are scientific, but the phrases that convey them are metaphoric and literally. Whole journey has a beauty and charm associated with a poem. Now the next question, the long answers can come in the examination. That is, this question can come in your exam. That how is the cyclic movement of rain brought out in the poem, The Voice of the Rain? What points of similarity do you notice between the rain and music? You can write the answer in this way. The rain calls it itself the poem of earth. It is everlasting and perpetual. Perpetual means what? Never ending. It is something that cannot be touched. It originates from the land and the deep sea. Then it rises upward to heaven, where it changes its form to a cloud. It remains the same in quality from the sky. It pours down on earth to wash the dry tiny particles and dust layers of the earth. The rain helps the unborn seeds to sprout. These seeds lay hidden and unborn under the layers of earth. Rain gives back life to his original, making it pure and beautiful. Rain and music are both beautiful and life-giving. They are eternal source of joy and go on perpetually. They inspire even dormant objects and persons with life and activity. So that's all for now. Until the next class, keep reading, keep practicing. Bye.